Otherwise, I go to another topic.
All clear,
Can I
sir.
go to next?
Yes,
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next, I describe Outlook. So basically, when you're using Outlook on the time, what is the requirement? Microsoft Office. Microsoft Office is must required. If Microsoft Office is available on your computer, you can view Outlook application. Otherwise, never. And Microsoft Office, which version? Professional version. Clear?
Yes.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So when you configuring the Outlook, there is three protocol is work. One is POP3, Post Office Protocol, IMAP, Internet Message Access Protocol, and SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what is the POP3? POP3 download the email from server to single computer, then delete the mail from mail server. क्या मीनिंग है इसका? POP3 डाउनलोड ईमेल फ्रॉम सर्वर. जैसे मान लो मैंने एक मेल सेंड किया rahul.das@tcs id को. So rahul.das user receiving mail from server, then delete the mail from mail server. But on the other hand, IMAP stored the message on the server and across and synchronize the message across multiple devices. What is the meaning?
Means if I'm accessing my Gmail account from multiple devices like phone, computer.
Yeah, because they are all synchronized with mail server.
Server.
जैसे हम लोग कोई कंपनी का मेल यूज करते हैं, mail.tcs.com, mail.accenture.com, mail.wipro.com, where mail physically present on the mail
Okay.
server.
Yes.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
और एक चीज यहाँ पे समझो, what is the difference between POP3 and IMAP mail server? There is two different protocol available to access the email, POP3 and IMAP. POP3 is useful when your email check only from one computer. IMAP is better choice to check your mail from multiple computers.
Yes.
Next is there, when using POP3, your mail stored on your PC. When IMAP is used, mail stored on mail server. And these two protocol what use for? ये दो protocol क्यों use होता है? Only for
accessing email.
incoming purpose.
So,
Incoming. Incoming means sending or receiving.
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 Receiving side.
Receiving.
So, like, so suppose I'm accessing my email from the Gmail server. So, like from the system, like either desktop or the laptop, we can go to the browser and then we can hit that particular server. Gmail application, basically. In case of
If you accessing the Yahoo mail, obviously you will not entering the Gmail ID and password. You will
yes,
entering the
sir.
Yahoo mail ID and password. That mail ID that your all physical mail were present on the Yahoo mail server or Gmail mail server or TCS mail server or another mail server where which particular domain you are used.
Sir, that is correct, sir. I'm saying that I'm taking the example of Gmail. Like in case of laptop or desktop, we can directly access them by using the web browser. While in case of mobiles, we can install the Gmail application. So these protocols are set up onto the Gmail server or the application which we are using to access the Gmail server.
ये मैं कोई जीमेल के लिए बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ, ये मैं पर्सनल प्रोफेशनल मेल के लिए बात कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है। अब जीमेल या गूगल ने कौन प्रोटोकॉल यूज कर रहे हैं ये गूगल का मैटर, ठीक है। गूगल में तुम IMAP भी यूज कर सकते हो, POP3 भी यूज कर सकते हो। when you using POP3 IMAP disable, when IMAP use POP3 disable, एक साथ दो प्रोटोकॉल काम नहीं होता, ठीक है।
Sir, I'm asking who will use this protocol, the application or our application is using these protocols for accessing the mail from the server.
Your application not using, your server using this protocol. सर्वर के पास सर्विस है ना।
Yes.
Now what is SMTP? SMTP stands for Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. It is an internet standard protocol for email transmission. It is a protocol which is widespread use today as it uses process of a store and forward and works with MTA agent to deliver email to the recipient email server. I give you one normal example. You are going to a post office and you draft a letter, right? When you draft a letter, वो जो लेटर है, that letter provided by which, वो कौन सेंड करता है?
Postman.
So postman will come to deliver it.
पोस्टमैन, वेरी गुड। तो हियर पोस्टमैन कौन है? तुम कोई
MTA.
मेल भेज रहे हो, यू आर सेंडिंग वन मेल फ्रॉम वन रेसिपिएंट टू अनदर रेसिपिएंट, हु इज वर्किंग हियर?
MTA.
SMTP.
SMTP will
SMTP sending the mail, TCS to IBM, IBM to Accenture, one recipient to another recipient, Ram.das to Rahul.das. If SMTP is stop, is it possible to send mail?
No.
No, sir.
No, sir. No.
Never. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
बहुत सिंपल है। Next is there, what is the PST file? अब मैंने बोला कि ये जो POP3 का मेल है हम लोगों का मतलब सिस्टम में इंस्टॉल होगा, मतलब डाउनलोड होगा। POP3 डाउनलोड ईमेल फ्रॉम सर्वर टू सिंगल कंप्यूटर, लेकिन सिंगल कंप्यूटर का कहाँ पे रहेगा? वेयर द फाइल मेल्स अवेलेबल, वेयर द मेल्स आर अवेलेबल ऑन द सिस्टम, ऑन PST फोल्डर। PST क्या है? PST PST stands for Personal Storage Table, which is a personal folder in Microsoft Outlook. It is not created by, sorry, PST stands for Personal Storage Table, which is a personal folder in Microsoft Outlook. इतना दूर तक क्लियर हुआ?
Yes, sir.
What is
Yes, sir.
it? Is an
Yes,
open
sir.
proprietary file format which is used to store copies of message, calendar events, as well as other items within Microsoft software such as Microsoft Exchange Client, Windows Messaging, and Microsoft Outlook. It is an open proprietary file format. Proprietary file format means, जैसे हम लोग ISO फाइल को देखा था, ISO फाइल में जब double click करते थे, when I double click on ISO file, obviously that file is also available multiple files in setup file, boot file. Why? Proprietary file format, zip format, RAR format, ISO file format. So here also PST is a one type of it, where your all mails will be available. That's why second line is visible, which is used to store copies of message, calendar events, as well as other items within Microsoft software such as Microsoft Exchange Client, Windows Messaging, and Microsoft Outlook. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
On the other hand, PST stands for Personal Storage Table. These are also known as personal folder or files, or personal folder or personal files. It is not created by Outlook or Exchange Server. तो कौन create करता है भाई? Instead, you or any user for that matter can create it to store all your emails, contact, calendar entries, etc. This PST can be stored anywhere in your computer, and it makes that much easier for you to keep a backup copy of your PST file or move it from one computer to another. क्योंकि जो भी फाइल तुम्हारा सेव हो रहा है, whatever the mails folder, mails files, mail attachment, whatever the mail PDF, whatever the mails, मतलब जो भी attachment है, whatever the attachment are available on mail, that all mail are stored on PST. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
जैसे हम लोग खाना खाने के बाद कहाँ तो जाता है ना, ऐसे तो खाना खाने के बाद तो बाहर नहीं हो जाता, बाहर नहीं हो जाता ना, तो कोई तो एक लोकेशन है जहाँ पे जाके स्टोर होता है, तब हम लोगों का भूख भूख मतलब मिटता है, राइट? हियर ऑल्सो सेम थिंग। तुम्हारा डेटाबेस है, डेटाबेस के लिए, डेटाबेस रखने के लिए तो कोई तो एक स्टोरेज चाहिए, या कोई भी तो फाइल चाहिए जहाँ पे तुम सारे फाइल को रख सकते हो। That is called PST, where all emails are present. Emails, inbox mail, send item, junk mail, any archive mail. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Next is the port number. What is the port number? There is two types of port number is available. SSL stands for Secure Socket Layer. TLS stands for Transport Layer Security. Which is giving best security? Anyone?
SSL.
Yes, yes.
TLS.
TLS.
Secure होता है.
TLS is more secure because TLS is the latest. Why it's provided more security? Because it's have cryptography operation. What is cryptography? Suppose you are sending a mail from one recipient to another recipient. If any hacker wants to read the mail, obviously the data will be lost, or data will be hacked, or personal message will be hacked. So what will do? It's have cryptography operation on TLS. What is the TLS? When you are sending a mail, suppose you are sending a mail, I am a Rahul. I have a particular code M have a particular code, Rahul have a particular code, Das have a particular code. So if any hacker wants to check the mail, is it possible to read the mail?
No, sir.
No, sir.
क्योंकि जहां से मैंने एनक्रिप्ट किया वहीं से डिक्रिप्ट होगा. ठीक है. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And port number is also important. When you configuring the mail on the time, you must record the port number.
I am in PSL 993.
IMAP SSL 993, IMAP TLS 143, POP3 SSL 995, POP3 TLS 110, SMTP SSL 465, SMTP TLS 587. These are the port numbers. When you configuring mail on the time, you must remember the port number. Then where I go? By default folder of PST. By default folder of PST, where the PST is located. See plus username, local, Microsoft Outlook, outlook.pst. Clear?
Yes, sir.
के अंदर यूजर रहेगा, यूजर के अंदर यूजर नेम रहेगा. If you configuring for ram.das, obviously will not visible on administrator. You go to that particular user because you are configuring for ram.das. That's why. So what is the folder? C users, ram.das, update a local Microsoft Outlook, and then outlook.pst. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, कोई डाउट?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
So it's enough for today.
Can I go to next?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
25th से तुम लोग प्रैक्टिकल करना, ठीक है? 25th and 26th. 25th and 26th will be
Practical.
doing practical.
So these port number they can ask in interview.
Yes, everything is important. यहाँ पे जो क्वेश्चन मैंने नोट किया सब कुछ इम्पोर्टेंट है. कोई भी इंटरव्यू में जाओ वो पूछेगा ही. तो आज सिर्फ मैं आउटलुक मतलब कॉन्फ़िगरेशन सिर्फ बता देता हूँ, ठीक है? सो ये तो पता ही है, 4 पॉइंट तो सबको पता ही है. वर्क ग्रुप में मेरा यूजर अकाउंट ओन कंप्यूटर में होगा और डोमेन में यूजर अकाउंट मेरा सर्वर में होगा. ये तो सबको पता है बेसिक्स.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
बट यूजर करने के लिए क्या करोगे? When you install MS Office, you are install MS Office on administrator account. But if you configuring the mail, suppose you will configuring mail for ram.das, obviously you will not configuring the mail from administrator account. You are go to ram.das and then you will configuring the mail. So that's why here also written. But when you configuring Outlook, you go to each and every users and configure Outlook, because you are configuring Outlook for users. That's why. So now let's see. First, I go to install Windows MS Office, which I already done. So where I go to Control Panel. In Control Panel, I go to Visible Mail 32. On Mail 32, I go to the email account, because email account for responsible for email, data file for only for PST, and show profile you will managing multiple profiles over here. Clear? So where I go to email account. In email account, I configuring the email. So I'm clicking on email. So where I go? So first I configuring email for which users? That is very important. You are created user for rahul.das. देखो मेरा ये rahul.das profile है. I already log on through rahul profile. So obviously I'm not configuring for other account. What I enter here? I entering Rahul name. Right? Where I go, click on email, then click on new. So where I go, click on new. 6 point. 6 point सबको clear हो रहा है? On the email tab, click
Yes,
on
sir.
new.
New.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
7 point. Check on manual configure server settings or additional server type, then click on next. I'm click on manual configure server settings or additional server type, then click on next. Not enter anything over here. यहाँ पे कुछ enter नहीं करना है, ठीक है? Don't enter anything. Where you go? Manual configure server.
Can you?
कल रिपीट नहीं करेंगे, आज जिसका जो क्वेश्चन है कर लो. एक टॉपिक को आराम से मन दे के पढ़ो, कॉन्सेंट्रेट करो. So where I go, click on next. अच्छा, इसके बाद क्या क्वेश्चन क्या यहाँ पे है? Go to internet email, your name, first name, last name. First name A capital, last name L capital. So maybe all are visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
where I go, click on internet email, then click on next. Then where I go, your name. My name, what I enter, Rahul Das. Clear? Then where
Yes,
I go,
sir.
on email account, email address, enter full mail id @domain.com. तो मैं सिर्फ मान लो IBM के लिए काम करो. Suppose I am not present on IBM, I am not present on company, I am not employee of IBM, but this Outlook only for professional purpose. rahul.das@ibm.com. All are clear?
Yes, sir.
विप्रो के लिए कौन सा डोमेन होगा?
@
At the rate
Yes, sir.
All are clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
इनकमिंग मेल में क्या डालेंगे? mail.ibm.com. That address provided by mail admin team. That address provided by mail admin. SMTP what I enter? Same. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
कंपनी में जाके मान लो तुम TCS में हो, क्या डालोगे यहाँ पे?
mail.tcl.com.
mail.tcs.com.
में होगा तो
mail.tcl.com.
Accenture.
Mail dot exchange dot.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then click on password. That password also provided by mail admin team. Then where I go, more settings. यहाँ पे किसी का कोई क्वेश्चन है? क्वेश्चन है
No,
तो
sir.
पूछ सकते हो क्योंकि इसका
सर ये आउटगोइंग मेल सर्वर सर ये कहाँ सेटअप होगा?
मेल इनकमिंग के लिए कौन सा होगा?
IBM सर्वर हो गया।
इनकमिंग के लिए कौन होगा?
सर इनकमिंग मतलब ओके।
इनकम के लिए POP3 प्रोटोकॉल काम कर रहे हैं. Download email from server to local computer, then delete the mail from mail server. Theory.
यस सर।
SMTP. SMTP का काम क्या है?
To transfer.
Transfer. Sending the mail from one recipient to another recipient. MTA is present here. It's easy to sending the mail from one recipient to another recipient. Clear for everyone? If you have any question, please ask me.
Clear, sir.
If no
Clear.
question, I go to more settings. किसी का कोई क्वेश्चन है पूछ सकते हो.
No, sir.
No, sir.
आज बोल रहे हो नो, कल क्वेश्चन पूछोगे तो हम आंसर नहीं देंगे. ठीक है. अभी तक तुम लोगों ने प्रैक्टिकल को डन नहीं किया. यहाँ पे ऐसा कोई कैंडिडेट नहीं है कि कह सकते कि सर आई एम कंप्लीटिंग द प्रैक्टिकल एवरीथिंग फ्रॉम फर्स्ट टू लास्ट. ऑनलाइन में पूछ रहा हूँ. घर में कौन क्या कर रहे हो वो बात अलग है, लेकिन 2 दिन तुम लोगों को देंगे वो प्रैक्टिकल करना. ठीक है. देन व्हेयर आई गो, क्लिक ऑन मोर सेटिंग्स. In more settings, what I go, I'm not changing any settings on general tab. I'm not changing any settings on connection tab. Where it's changing on outgoing server on email advanced option. Advanced में change होगा and outgoing में change होगा. Where I go, outgoing server.
Outgoing server.
Then where I go, my outgoing server SMTP record authentication. Then where I go, advanced. Then where I go, check on SSL. It's automatically changed to 995. Then where I go, use the following type encrypted connection known to TLS. What is the TLS port number? 587. Then where I go, leave a copy message on the server. Leave a copy message on the server means I don't want to delete the mail from mail server. मैं सर्वर से मेल को डिलीट करना नहीं चाहता हूँ. I don't want to delete the mail from mail server. That's why check on leave a copy message on the server. One copy of message present on the server, one copy of message present on the mail. I mean on your computer also. Any question? Any doubt?
No, sir.
This is the
No, sir.
first step. This is the second step. This is the third step. This is the fourth step. This is the last step. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
और ये
sir.
कहाँ लिखा है? ये जो मैंने बताया अभी, that is available on 9 and 10 number port and 12 also. और साइड सर्वर टाइम आउट कितना करना पड़ेगा? 5 मिनट्स कर दो. 5 मिनट के अंदर जितना भी मेल आया है वो रिसीव हो जाएगा. Then click on OK. Then click on next. Then click on finish. Then click on next. Clear for everyone. All step is written on this screenshot. ओके. आज इतना ही रहने दो. कल PST बैकअप पढ़ेंगे और आउटलुक को कंप्लीट करेंगे.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
किसी का कोई क्वेश्चन है आउटलुक का?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
So tomorrow I describing Outlook backup and Outlook troubleshooting.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.